In today's video, we're diving into a topic that can be relatable for many. 10 reasons why forgiving a narcissist will backfire on you. Get ready for some eye-opening insights as we explore the dangerous consequences of extending forgiveness to those who thrive on manipulation and self-centeredness. Let's get started. Number 1. Lack of genuine remorse. Forgiving someone implies that the person who committed the wrongdoing feels genuine remorse. That person acknowledges their mistake, feels sorry for the harm caused, and is willing to change their behavior. However, narcissists by nature struggle with genuine remorse. They often lack genuine remorse for their actions. They may apologize superficially or manipulate others into thinking they're sorry, but deep down they rarely feel genuine regret. Forgiving someone who isn't genuinely sorry can leave you vulnerable to further manipulation and mistreatment. Number 2. Reinforcing their behavior. When you forgive a narcissist without holding them accountable, you are essentially letting go of the anger and resentment you may have towards them for their harmful behavior. However, forgiveness alone does not address the underlying issue of the narcissist's negative behavior. Narcissists thrive on power and control and are unlikely to change their behavior unless there are consequences for their actions. Not holding them accountable reinforces their belief that they can get away with their negative behavior. It can lead to a vicious cycle where the narcissist continues to engage in abusive or manipulative behavior because they perceive no real consequences for their actions. Number 3. Absence of change. Forgiving a narcissist can backfire due to their unwillingness to change. They repeat harmful patterns even after being forgiven, as their core traits are deeply ingrained. While you may hope for transformation and remorse, this expectation often leads to disappointment. Narcissists prioritize their needs, viewing forgiveness as a weakness to exploit further. Without behavioral change, forgiving them enables their harmful actions and reinforces their entitlement. This toxic cycle of hurt, disappointment, and frustration can affect your mental and emotional well-being, causing increased stress and decreased self-esteem. Number 4. Continued exploitation. Forgiving a narcissist can backfire as they exploit vulnerabilities. Skilled at identifying and manipulating insecurities, narcissists see forgiveness as a weakness to exploit. Narcissists interpret it as a green light to control, dominate, and mistreat you, reinforcing their entitlement. By forgiving them, you unintentionally give them power and enable their harmful actions. It also makes you appear more vulnerable, encouraging their manipulation and deceit. This cycle of exploitation perpetuates as they take advantage of your forgiveness to further their agenda. Number 5. Emotional vulnerability. Forgiving a narcissist can reinforce insecurities and damage self-esteem. Their ongoing manipulation and mistreatment without change can make it hard to establish healthy boundaries. Narcissists use forgiveness for control, manipulating situations to make you feel responsible or needing to fix everything. They may even use your forgiveness against you, dismissing valid concerns. This manipulation creates doubt and an unhealthy dynamic. Number 6. Diminished self-worth. Forgiving a consistently devaluing narcissist erodes self-worth. They manipulate and control by diminishing others' worth, creating a superior narrative. Consistent forgiveness validates their mistreatment, gradually eroding self-worth and making it difficult to break free. Without boundaries, emotional well-being and autonomy are affected. Gaslighting, manipulation, and emotional abuse erode self-esteem. Trapped in a toxic cycle without boundaries, regaining control becomes challenging. Number 7. Continued toxicity. Narcissists thrive in toxic environments where they can maintain control and power over others. Forgiving them without establishing healthy boundaries can perpetuate a toxic dynamic. As a result, it will be challenging for you to reclaim your autonomy and well-being. Narcissists may interpret your forgiveness as permission to continue their toxic patterns. They perceive themselves as faultless and deserving of special treatment. Forgiving a narcissist without addressing the underlying issues can harm the forgiver emotionally. Narcissistic individuals tend to repeat their toxic patterns, causing further emotional distress and potentially worsening the impact on your well-being and self-esteem. Number 8. Unresolved trauma. Narcissists often engage in manipulative and abusive behaviors, causing significant emotional and psychological harm. It's crucial to understand that forgiveness should not be rushed or superficial, especially when dealing with deep wounds inflicted by narcissists. When you've experienced trauma from a narcissist, it's essential to confront and process those emotional wounds. Acknowledging the pain, understanding the impact, and seeking appropriate support, such as therapy or counseling, are crucial steps on your healing journey. Rushing forgiveness without properly addressing these wounds can hinder your process and prevent you from fully healing and moving forward. Remember, forgiveness is a process that requires proper acknowledgement and healing of the emotional trauma caused by narcissists. By addressing and processing these wounds, you can empower yourself to heal, grow, and reclaim your life. Number 9. Enabling their behavior. Narcissists often rely on enablers to maintain their self-centered worldview. Forgiving them without addressing the consequences of their actions might enable their narcissistic tendencies to persist and even escalate over time. Narcissists often resist taking responsibility for the pain they caused others. They have little motivation to change and develop healthier patterns of interaction if they are not confronted with the consequences of their behavior. Number 10. Neglecting self-care. When you forgive a narcissist, there is a risk that you maybe inadvertently fall back into their cycle of manipulation and neglect your self-care. You may prioritize their needs and emotions over your own. It can lead to a pattern of putting their desires first, allowing them to continue their behavior unchecked. You might find yourself constantly trying to please or appease them, even at the expense of your well-being. Neglecting self-care to pursue forgiveness can negatively affect mental, emotional, and physical health. Establishing healthy boundaries and prioritizing your well-being when dealing with a narcissist is essential. It may involve seeking support from friends, family, or professionals, limiting your interactions with a narcissist, and dedicating time and energy to your healing and self-care practices. Forgiving a narcissist may seem like a noble act of compassion and understanding, but it can often backfire on you. As a result, it will leave you emotionally drained and vulnerable. While forgiveness is generally a healthy and healing process, it is crucial to exercise caution when dealing with narcissists. Recognizing the limitations and potential consequences of forgiving a narcissist can help you make informed decisions, prioritizing your emotional well-being and long-term happiness. I would like to know what you think. Comment it down below. Watch another informative video right here.